Hi, in this video, we'll be able to listen to some of the guests which we invite to our weekly Mr. Metaverse discussion. Why you placed the last one where you placed it. So team, why the Nemesis is the last one? In short, because we're running short on time, we have one more topic to discuss.
I put it number 3, right?
The Nemesis, it was number 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that was in number 5 as because it is, they have a tokenization of their cryptocurrency, which is fine if it's a fixed rate coin. But I don't like speculating on top of speculating. What I mean by that is the metaverse is already consists of all these digital assets that creators are creating. User generated content is coming into the metaverse. We're already speculating on the creators and the content they're bringing into the metaverse. Why add another layer of speculation on top of that? It makes it very complicated for the average user to understand. That's why Sandbox doesn't get any engagement because the Sandcoin is up and down, up and down. I don't want to own an avatar that fluctuates with the coin, right? So that's another reason why interoperability is important because I can fix it to different currencies. So
Makes sense.
I don't like metaverses that have currency speculation, and that's why it's in number 5.
Makes sense. Why the Nemesis is number 5?
In what I have as a metaverse in my mind, in my vision, is not that the gaming is in the foundation. The gaming is a tool that you can navigate people inside. So, if the metaverse is created, let's say, as a game, so why you call it metaverse platform? And um, and this is what I don't like. I don't like the platforms that they built in the gaming, let's say, foundation, and then they try to sell themselves as a metaverse. And I think that this is kills the whole essence of metaverse that we have. And that's the whole thing. This is why I read it.
All right, Shai, why the Nemesis is number 5 for you as well?
I believe that MSS is still be number 5 because I rate Somnium Space. I would put a number 1 above Odyssey, but the others, for example, when we have Horizon Worlds, although it has depreciated in value in terms of what it has been in the past year or so, I would still rate Nemesis VR as the least because of Horizon Worlds being Metaverse being Facebook Meta being there, as well as with Odyssey, with Neosis, and also Somnium Space. Those 4 are higher than the Nemesis VR for me.
I see. Aditya, why is Nels VR number 5 for you?
Yeah, so I had a different view to Tim. So I believe that the situation with being creating an experience as a layer 2 versus not owning what's in layer 1 lands up having experiences in pods. So if you build on Steam, then everything that's there stays there, and then you can't have that unless, of course, the users have their experience, their whatever they take away on their wallet. So having that approach of building on top of something else, you'll end up having siloed experiences. So that's why I just chose to give it number 5.
I see. All right. And Maria got disconnected. So, and she rated Nails VR as number 5 as well. So, as she already said when she was rating Nails VR, that she rated that because it was built by one developer, that it's a small project. Unfortunately, we can ask for more. So, we have to continue from there. So, the final results, basically, we have 3 people who rated the Nemesis number 5. We have another person who rated number 3 and another is number 4. So, by the numbers, it looks like Nemesis is number 5. Then first place is 100% Odyssey. 4 out of 5 people rated as 4. Somnium Space, Horizon Worlds, and VR is between 2 and 4. I need to do better calculation on that, so not yet sure about the numbers. And the thing is, all these numbers will make a final chart of the ratings after 6 months. So you will see the final results. That is part of it. We have 4 more months to go with the rating. There will be 20 more platforms, 5 per each month. So if you like to hear the future ratings, tune in next month. And the last topic of today is to discuss the winner. So the only thing is, Tim, you rated Odyssey as 3, but Odyssey had won. So I'll ask you why you think Odyssey have won and why it's a winner. So Timothy, what's your take?
I haven't looked into it yet, actually.
I give you time.
Yeah, is it Odyssey?
Odyssey. Yeah, or Odyssey. Yeah, maybe it's Odyssey.
Odyssey.
just Google Odyssey Metaverse, Odyssey VR, Odyssey Metaverse platform, whatever.
Multi-chain.
Because if you just Google
That-
Odyssey, I don't think they will be on top. Odyssey Metaverse, Odyssey Metaverse
I'm
platform.
looking at it right now. I'm going to read it out loud and I'm going to do my analyst with you guys. So,
All right.
Odyssey Metaverse is a multi-chain virtual world and gateway platform that aims to connect all metaverses on other blockchains in the future. So it's basically a hub of hubs. That's interesting. The platform offers virtual entertainment, mindfulness, and a marketplace for daily shop and NFT item exchanges. User-generated content. That's exciting. Odyssey creates digital avatars using the Ready Player Me platform. Ready Player Me has partnerships with several metaverses. I think it's really great to have them as a partnership.
Several is an understatement.
Yeah, yes. The company is developing Momentum, an open source Web3 metaverse. Open source meaning anyone can build on it. I'm curious that if I can build in both Unity or Unreal.
It's Unreal.
I'm going to be limited. It's Unreal only? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, at least from what I know, because I was discussing with them and everything. We're in a partnership and stuff a couple months ago until before I discovered that my mother have cancer, and then I paused everything. But yeah,
So when
it's Unreal.
So when I think of Unreal, I think of really realistic high dimension graphics. So that's pretty sweet. Yeah, a lot of good things about this. I think that's why it's number one.
Right.
Multi-chain, user-generated content, and it's a hub of hubs. So if you think like you can have Upland, Decentraland, Sandbox, all these other metaverses in one platform. That's very interesting. It's like a super app of super apps. So it's pretty fun. Yeah, I think it deserves number one.
All right, makes sense. Constantina, why Odyssey is number one for you? And you rated this number one, so it's not just a winner; it's also you rated this number one.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm happy with that because I had only one and I didn't know what's coming. So more or less the same reasons with Timothy, and the visuals for me are more important than everything, because when you go to the environment, you need to be satisfied about what you see. You need to have a sense of belonging there. So visuals are with Unreal, so that means a lot. I'm hoping, and this is what we were working also with my team, is to have better avatars, and this is what we're working with metahumans instead of everything else. So hope to build also metahumans. And the second reason is because they are not a gaming platform; it's just a metaverse platform. So they try to connect people, and they try to build things that connect communities between them, offer to brands spaces and everything. So this is those two things that are missing, and this is what we want to see first.
Makes sense. Shai, what's your take?
Yeah, I'm torn with either Odyssey or Somnium Space, but I'll put Odyssey in VR number one because of the digital value that it has. Like Horizon Worlds with Meta, Horizon Worlds have been and is still creating about digital technologies. And Odyssey is towards that building up this potential to develop devices that will allow for digital experiences, neural radiance fields, and also neuroelectromyography. It's not there yet. It's still early days for Odyssey VR, but with Meta Horizon, it has been working there for a while now. It's been working for this next November this year with maybe Mark Zuckerberg mentioning about his part. But Odyssey VR is getting there with their devices and the technologies in terms of digital experiences beyond the metaverse devices that we have, of course. Yeah. So it's number one. Yeah.
I see. Maria, you join now, so we're discussing why Odyssey is a winner and why you rated this number one. It's the best out of these five.
Hi.
Or if you need to,
Hi.
to prepare, I can ask Aditya.
Yes, please.
Yeah, Aditya.
Yeah, so I would, unlike a lot of people who think UE5 is, so I feel UE5 kind of restricts you to being on desktop, and because mobile GPU is tough, so you need to pixel stream. So that's one negative I see.
Yeah, but you
the
pick as the best,
big
right?
positive, yeah, the big positive of Odyssey is the fact that they've gone brand first and agency first. So the problem is that when you go independent creators first, many independent creators don't have the monetization power to get the crowds there, whereas the brands have the money power to invest to get the crowds there. They can come up with the campaigns where you can get 1 million people there, or a TV ad, or a Super Bowl ad. So I think that's a very good strategy to get crowds in, which is what Roblox did as well. So I think that's a very good strategy to make sure it's not a lonely land where it's just one person walking around looking at another stranger.
I see. Thanks for sharing. Maria, are you ready?
Just repeat the question. Yeah.
Yeah. So you rate. We are now discussing this third topic. Why? Because Odyssey have won. 4 out of 5 speakers rate as number 1, and on team rate as number 3. So it's number 1 of in this competition. So Maria, why you rate it as number 1? Because you also rate it as number 1, and why is it the winner in your opinion? You can do what team did. Team opened their website and just went through it. Just shared his ROI.
So for Odyssey, I have tried it, and if I had
Good.
to, if I have to, like select it again, I won't place it on number 1. I will place it on number 3, or something like that.
Too late.
Because- I know, but because I have tried it and I didn't like their UX, their user experience.
I see.
And at least at the time that I tested it, because like the login process and like getting into the metaverse was pretty complicated, at least from my point of view. And also I didn't see a lot of participation at that time, and they were hosting an event for themselves and there was no one there, at least at that time. So
Was
it was
Explorers event or was it a different one?
don't remember.
All right, never mind.
I don't remember, but yeah, it happened in something like it happened in the same that happened to me on the Centerland, that I got there and then I didn't know what to do and there was no one there at that time. But with other metaverse that didn't happen, so I
Understood.
think that's at least my problem with that specific platform.
Yeah, that's a good point. It happened to me as well when I was exploring it once, just by myself. Then I was a part of the event, and I joined late. So when I said join, there's like everyone is gone, and I have to just wander around myself until I met one of the company's employees. I remember who, and then he guided me to the group, and
Exactly.
and then the event became
Yeah.
good enough. So I think it was just the event organization part. But when I was for myself, I knew I am sorry it as on my own. So I didn't care much about that. But the interesting thing Odyssey did from what I know, I worked it out on Edit because I might make a mistake because I have so much stuff that I might make a mistake. But I think I'm 99% sure that they had a partnership with McDonald's, and they hosted a McDonald's event there, and it was for like marketing awards or something like that, and it was really great results. I think they shared that on their company page. Constantine is putting thumbs up, so I think I'm seeing the right things now, 100% sure. Like 99.9. Yeah, that was an interesting integration. And that's what I like with Odyssey, that they are focusing on getting brands into it and showing the brands the value. And it was basically a company event. It was not for a publicity stunt. It was not for mass audience. It was just for the company employees. So basically, they show the employees how like the value of metaverse, and it allows them to get their employees around the country into one place and enjoy the event. Thank you to the watching to the end. If you like more exclusive content, you like the memes, or you'd like to learn through the text, consider subscribing to our newsletter. Links in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and probably you might like this video.